Okay, so I'm going to be taking this special edition Deck of Scarlet eyeshadow palette. It's Destination Desert is what it's called, and I'm totally filling all of the colors in it. I'm going to take this first color called Sands, and just as a base color, I'm going to apply that all over my eyelid. I was really impressed by these shadows. They're super pigmented, not a lot of fallout, and they aren't chalky at all. And then I'm going to take the color Sunrise, and I'm going to apply that into my crease. So Deck of Scarlet actually used to be bi-monthly subscription service, but now they do monthly, and they have eyeshadow palettes, and they also have full face palettes and kits that you can get for like $29.95, and they collab with YouTubers, which I think is really cool. So I'm going to take the color Wildflower, which is a medium like pink coral tone color, and I'm going to apply that into my crease just because I wanted to kind of try to play with the most colors. So then I'm going to take the color Nocturnal. With this brush actually comes with the palette. It's a double-ended brush. I'm going to apply that until I get the intensity that I want just in my crease, and then try not to blend it too far up. It's like a deep plum color. I will have the link in the description box to where you can get the Deck of Scarlet palette. I believe you get 30% off using a code that I'll list below for off your first month. And then I'm going to take the lightest color called Sahara, which is like a golden champagne color. I'm going to flip my brush over and use the smaller flat side of the brush, and I'm going to apply that just to the center of my eye. This brand is also cruelty free, by the way. And then I'm going to finish up my eyes after I do my face, the rest of my face. So to hydrate my face, I'm going to take this Watermelon Glow Fine Mist from Glow Recipe. It just came out. This stuff smells so good. I'm just going to spray that, and then I'm going to take one of my favorite foundations, and it is the Makeup Forever Ultra HD, and I believe I'm in the shade Y245. This one has been one of my favorites for a really long time. I'm just going to apply that all over my face with the Sigma F88. It's also my favorite foundation brush. And then I don't know why my camera hasn't, it's been like going in and out of focus lately, but I'm using the concealer by Kevin Kwan. I believe it's called Skin Enhancer, or I could be totally wrong, but everything will be listed in the description box below, and not just listed, but linked in the description box below to where you can get it. So don't forget to check that out. But this is also one of my favorite concealers. I think this concealer is slept on. I really like it. And then next, I'm just going to blend out that concealer, and the sponge I use is from Sigma. It's their 3D HD blender, I think it's called. I like it because it's kind of cut to where it has two straight flat edges, and it's just so much easier. I'm not used to using a bigger sponge anymore after using this. And then after I blend that all out, I'm just going to set it with a setting powder because my concealer will crease on me. So I basically just set under my eyes. And then I'm going to go back to the palette again, the Deck of Scarlet palette, and I'm going to use the purple, matte purple shade again. And I'm going to take the small side of the brush, and I'm just going to blend that under my eyes. And then I'm going to flip the brush over, which has a fluffy longer side, and I'm going to take the first transition shade I used in the beginning, which I really love this color, and I'm just going to blend that out to diffuse any lines. I really love the shade of that color. And then Benefit just came out with two new cheek palettes, which you guys know I'm excited for because I really loved their other one. I really like this one. It has this new Hula caramel color. By the way, do you say caramel or caramel? I see caramel. Anyways, it has this, which I thought was going to be too dark for me. It's a much warmer shade, which I thought it was going to be too dark for me, but after using it, I really loved it because I do love Hula, but this has a more warm tone to it, which I really liked. So I just was going in really lightly, wasn't pushing too hard because I didn't want it to be too dark, but I really liked it. And then I'm also going to take the blush, or first I'm gonna kind of clean up under my cheeks a little bit with some setting powder. And then I went back in with the Hoola bronzer, not the caramel one, but the regular one, and I contoured my nose a little bit. And now as I'm watching this, I just realized I only used 2 palettes for this whole look. And then for blush, I'm gonna take the Coralista, which is one of my favorites from Benefit, so I'm really happy that they put it in this palette again. And I'm gonna apply that to my cheeks, obviously, and this brush is from Smashbox. And then I'm just going to dust that powder off before I forget. And then in each of the Benefit palettes, there's 2 different ones. They have a different highlighter. They're both brand new highlighters. I believe they're both new. This one is the color Cookie. And whoa, I was really impressed with it. It was really pigmented. I just really love the color. It's a really pink champagne type color. It's really pretty. So I applied that all over and on my nose, of course. And for lips, the color I'm going to be using is Interview from Huda Beauty. They are the new matte lipsticks, and I really love them because they do not feel matte at all. They feel like a super creamy lipstick, but they look matte. Oh, I love them.